Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming King of the Castle Saturday is a go. Street Corner Becky said first.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location, the center of Texas, on a pretty chill Saturday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Yo, what's up, Vince? How are you doing? Welcome back. How's your Saturday treating you? Getting off to a little bit of a later than usual start, so I'm just going to go ahead and launch the game now. I know it usually takes a little while to get people in here and get it going, so
Street Corner Becky said didn't murder much. Street Corner
That's
Becky
good to hear,
said
I
my
guess.
ship went boom.
Oh, where are you at? Your ship went boom. What does it mean when your ship gets destroyed? Oh yeah, the Corncob Dynasty. I forgot about that. What does it mean when your ship goes boom in that game?
Street Corner Becky said just means it's dead, and I buy or build another. We mostly use cheap Tech 1 stuff for our roaming fleets.
Oh, okay. So is it kind of like, is it kind of like, for
Lulu
lack of
Daddy said, hey.
Hey Lulu, welcome back. How are you doing tonight? Is it kind of like, for lack of a better descriptor, like permadeath for ships?
Street Corner Becky said yup.
Well, that's kind of neat. Kinda. I mean, I guess it would be frustrating as hell, too.
Street Corner Becky said, but it's easy to make money in the game.
Easy to make money in the
Lulu
game.
Daddy said damn good. I had the stream minimized waiting for you to get on, and wondered where I was hearing a voice.
Awesome. Just
Street
the
Corner
disembodied
Becky
voice.
said ships armor unless it's a capital ship.
Ships are ammo. Why is this popped up? Hold on a second. What is this?
Lulu Daddy said, join she her. Street Corner Becky said, join he slash him.
I think that it was the last game that the barons were on my ass about being so closely allied with the counts. I think that was the last game. Oh, okay. I won't dismiss that message.
Maniacal Toaster just subscribed a tier 1 for 30 months. They have been subscribed for 30 months.
Yo, thank you for the resub, Toaster. I appreciate that. Well, oh, jeez, my lights went out. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? There we go.
Street Corner Becky said there are no leaders really, Toaster. Lulu Dadley said less than 3, 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 less than 3.
It's a lot of less than threes. Why can't I see Toaster's
Happy Royal
message?
said, join she. Happy Royal said, hey Lulu. Maniacal Toaster said the game implies the first is the one leading the rebellion.
Hello? Oh, I see it. Hello, it is me, and I absolutely refuse to do join until all 3 teams have someone. I was put in as the leader.
Less than 3.
Like 3 times in a row, and I can't stand any amount of responsibility. Well, you don't really have any responsibility, though, as the leader. It's just kind of like... It's just your face that gets plastered with, within the storylines. But, okay, that's... I mean... Where were you last time? You played last game, right? Were you in the... You weren't a Baron, were you?
Maniacal Toaster said Devin I got executed as a rebellious leader 3 times. Well, Maniacal Toaster said I think I missed last game.
Oh, okay.
Happy Royal said XD.
Hey, Royal, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
Happy Royal said Toaster missed last game.
Okay, you missed the last one.
Happy Royal said good.
Well, I think you should hit that join.
Maniacal Toaster said I was dealing with stuff and just went straight to bed.
Fair enough. You might not end up on the Barons if you hit join. You might end up in the Grandees. You never know. That happens sometimes. I hope you aren't still dealing with things, though. I hope everything's worked out okay. I'm trying to remember where we last left off with the Corn Cob Dynasty, though. I think the counts are pretty close. I think the counts are close to their scheme. Because, like, allying with them has kept me from fending off other disadvantageous things. Maybe that's why there are no barons coming in, because the barons are protesting. The barons are going on a general strike. Speaking of which, the workers at
Royal said they were so whiny.
the workers at Alamo Draft House have gone on strike. So I don't know. I know they have in New York. I don't know if it's extended to every Alamo, but I would like to. I guess I should look that up and see if every Alamo is.
We love a great strike. Street Corner Becky said I gave Spymaster a heads up, but I think he might be busy in Eve. He's starting to become more of a fleet commander and doing things. Maniacal Toaster asks, hey, so how about we not start with this?
Draft House, we're gonna strike after.
Lulu Dadley sent a link.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the Alamo workers were preparing to go on strike, and then Alamo Draft House preempted that by laying off 70 people. The layoffs hitting Alamo Draft House have roiled up the union representing employees at 2 locations in New York, which is hitting back with a complaint to the National Labor Relations Board. Isn't Alamo owned by a private equity firm now? I think Tim League sold it. The theater chain, known for its in-theater dining, strict cell phone policy, and cinephile targeted programming, is the subject of an unfair labor practice.
Join he.
Yo, what's up, Gabe? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? The union, which represents staffers at the company's Lower Manhattan and downtown Brooklyn locations, allege in its complaint.
Scavenger Vincent said good. Happy Royal asks, start with what?
Under labor law, the theaters were obliged to negotiate layoffs with the union as the parties are still bargaining a first union contract. UAW Local 2179 second VP Will Bobrowski said in an interview on Tuesday. The union and the theater discussed some proposed staff cuts and the possibility of instead reducing existing employees' hours to an average of 16 a week, which the union favored, given that theaters often reduce hours seasonally at multiple bargaining sessions. But by the end of a negotiation session on Friday, management declared an impasse in bargaining over the layoffs issue, which Bobrowski claimed wasn't possible when so many issues were left on the table at the time. Impasse indicates that the parties have nothing to bargain further on and can't move on anything, the union official said. There are dozens of articles, basically most of a contract still on the table, in motion, back and forth, so there's plenty to bargain about. And starting at 9 a.m. on Monday, the theaters cut 40 staffers from the downtown Brooklyn location and 30 from Lower Manhattan location. Those cuts were told they could reapply for their jobs when the box office picked up again in a few months. Oh, come on. That's clearly just union-busting tactic there. Bobrowski notes that this is the first time that the union has filed an unfair labor practice charge against the company, even after a hard-fought organizing campaign that cultivated successful union votes in the fall of 2023. This was the first time that we had a blatant flagrant stepping over the line beyond what the law allows. Labor law gives employers an awful lot of latitude, he said. On Tuesday, the UAW local leafleted the Brooklyn location protesting the layoffs and promising we will fight corporate greed until victory following the picket. But here's the thing. They don't have to follow those laws anymore. we have like, this isn't Joe Biden's NLRB. This isn't Joe Biden's National Labor Relations Board. It isn't Joe Biden's labor secretary. Like, we've got a whole new crew of like absolute degenerate criminals who are running things. So whoever out there wants to flagrantly skirt labor laws or union laws, they could do that. Like, what recourse do these, outside of striking, what recourse do these workers have? They're not gonna win anything in court. Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you for posting and pinning that, Lulu. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started. I guess I don't want to go on a boycott Alamo thing unless specifically directed to by union leaders. So I think I'm gonna hold off on that, but I'm keeping my ear to the ground on it. Because I don't like...
Dadley said less than 3, 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 less than 3. I got you.
Okay.
Maniacal Toaster said, join he.
See, look, they put you in the Grandies, just like
Maniacal
I thought.
Toaster said, Jesus.
Just like I thought. Alright. I've got the printing press.
Dadley said, sorry, I thought you turned off text to spec.
You know what? I should.
Maniacal Toaster said, Jeebus loves me. Yes, I know. Cause the Bibble tell me so.
The Bibble? Because the
Street
Bibble.
Corner Becky said, stinky glitch.
Alright. Caster Labs goes off now. Because the Bibble. Let's see. Let's refresh our memories here. The Barons are trying to do subterfuge, which is lowering the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. The Grandies are doing sorcery, which is lowering all regions' farming to 14 or less. And the Counts are doing ascension, which is to raise your own farming to at least 10. What do you mean at least 10? That's the maximum. You can't go beyond 10. Alright. You question the word of the mighty Jimmy. Wait, we're doing sorcery? Oh man, we're just throwing out the dead Jesus with the bathwater, huh? I was bamboozled? Yeah, you were bamboozled. I do remember that. You were bamboozled on that one. But that's all the more reason why you should continue to ally with me. Here we got Baron Gabe. Your Majesty, a blacksmith in the March has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking effort of scribes, it produces 100 copies of text an hour. Sounds dangerous. Aye, my liege, but it could also be a most profitable investment. Here's Countess Royale with her skull. The king is right. Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Should the council suppress this dangerous new technology? A. Allow printing presses to be used by the masses. B. Only the church may use printing presses. C. Only the university may use printing presses. Or D. Forbid the use of printing presses altogether. Let's see. Obviously, I cast my vote for C. C looks like a very attractive option to me. Oh, barons are gonna have the advantage here? How so? Looks from the guillotine, spare a coin, kind sir. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Welcome back to the stream. Watching from the peasant aisles of YouTube. How are you doing tonight? I can't remember, Royal. Does your character look right now? No, this was Royal's character. This was what it looked like. Probably looking fancy. I say A because the Jesus that I had implanted into the back of my skull tells me that letting people read is good. Oh, by the way, I had a miniature wooded Jesus surgically and painfully grafted into the back of my skull. Don't worry about it. Okay, that sounds normal. All my decisions will be based on what I think Jesus would do unless convinced otherwise. I think Jesus would go for higher education. I think Jesus was a community college kind of guy. I think that's what he would go for. I'm gonna cast my vote for C. Speaking of which, I did watch that AAR video. Very good, AAR. Oh wait, the one my cousin did? You watched my cousin's speech? But wouldn't higher education involve everyone being able to read and therefore get into higher education easier? Perhaps. Perhaps. Yo, first time chat from Daza Lotus. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. You are a baron. A baron of the march. Had to close that one. Quick. Alright. Only the university. Whew. Skimming by on that one. Welcome in, Dazzle Lotus. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good night. Doing good, going through a decade of sketchbooks tonight. Oh, wow. I found my old sketchbook from like middle school, and it's quite embarrassing. Every now and then I'll open it up and look at what I was, look at all the comics that I was creating with my friend. With Nate, actually, Royal. That's what Nate and I used to do in middle school. Nate Ming, we used to make our own comics. Draw our own comics. And we sold them too. For like, we drew up some issues and sold them for like $1. Which I guess, what does that translate? I wonder now. Let me hit up the old inflation calculator. Because $1 now sounds pretty expensive for the trash we were spitting out. We were ripping people off for sure. In fact, we still owe a friend of ours an issue. She paid, and we never delivered. Let's see, 1993. All right, it'd be $2.20 today. Damn, 119.8% inflation rate. How did you go through mine? Oh, that's so great. I used to sell my one-pagers for 10 cents. That's pretty good. Rather boring afternoon, but that's often a good thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. I need a little bit more activity in my life so that I can enjoy the boring afternoons a little more. Because the copier was 10 cents each, I guess I wasn't making a profit. Story of my life. That's bad business there. We were making all profit, basically, off of our sales. I was 9 in 1993. Them were the days. Scholar. Quail University will be proud to take stewardship of this marvelous new technology. Over the next few months, the university publishes countless educational texts spreading knowledge that had once been confined to its own library. It proves... Oh, shit! The Counts got their wish. It proves an immense boon to trade and farming as common folk learn advanced techniques for crop and mining yields. Unfortunately, Quail University also publishes a few histories of the kingdom that don't paint the monarchy in a flattering light. Do I have an heir? You see, trade is my goal, so I wanted that trade boost, but I gotta do something about these counts here. I gotta do something about these counts. Baron Dazzle Lotus. My liege, bad news from our new prison. Well, what good news comes out of a prison? It's not the prison exactly. The prison sits next to a grove of trees. There's one especially rare one, the Great Arrow Tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself to stand over 200 feet tall. It's a tall tree. It is indeed, Your Highness, but that's part of the problem. Unfortunately, all the visitors to our newly built prison are disturbing the soil, and the Great Arrow Tree is dying. I was 13 in 93. I think I was 13 in 93 as well. Yeah, I was 13 in 93 as well. I wasn't alive in 93? Toaster, I have no idea how old you are. I always assumed that you were generally around my age, but like, are you a post 9/11 guy? Were you born, like, were you around when 9/11 happened? Did that tree have figs? All right, what are we doing here? Are we going to pay Baron Dazzleotis to build strong fences around the tree? B, the tree has survived this long. Leave it alone. Or C, designate a tree protected site in an official proclamation. I'm gonna veto that one. Just because, you know what? I'm not gonna veto it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't really care about the outcome in in any of these, so I'll let you guys have at it. It is not a fig tree, so it's fine. I was there trying to stop the plane with my mind. Okay, so it's not a fig tree. I support saving the tree. Okay. Wait, if you support saving the tree, why'd you choose the least likely option? I was 17 getting ready to go to work at Arby's when 9/11 happened. Yeah, I was literally, you know, walking to the full service car wash that I worked at when it happened. Hey, give me that cash. You didn't even vote though, Dazzleotis. I feel like A is safer, but if everyone's going C, I'll fold. I was off that day. I understand the Barrett's picking C, but why did we go C again? I don't know why it didn't register. Dazzleotis, do vote A again, just to see if it can come in now. Exclamation point vote space A. I just copied you. There we go. Oh shit, I was copying Royal. I thought they were the same team as me.